All right, DeAndre, can you hear us?
Yes, sir.
All right, here we go. We got Deandre Johnson, our last player today. Hit the raise your hand function and we'll call on you. Start with David Pascal.
Deandre, what do you remember about that game 2 years ago at Auburn? You had lived through the disappointment of the way the 2017, your freshman season, the wheels had kind of come off, and to get a win over a ranked team at their own place. What do you remember the most kind of about that game a couple years ago?
Yeah, man. Right after that win, it was just a great feeling, with all the adversity we had faced that season. So just to go in there in that tough environment and beat a great opponent, man, it was a great feeling.
And I know you had a sack in that game. I don't know how much you were watching Tennessee's offense, but Jarrett was unbelievable in that game as far as like third down conversions, a lot of third and longs. What do you remember about just his performance? That was his first like 300-yard game.
Yes, sir. I just remember after the game, he had like a crazy stat line. That was great for us. It kept the defense fresh and off the field. And once we got out there, we were fresh. But yeah, I remember that. That was a great game for him and just a great performance all around.
Thank you.
Jimmy Himes, then Gustavo.
How would you assess the team's ability to put pressure on the passer? You feel like y'all done a good job in that regard?
Yes, sir. I feel like we're improving each week. Most definitely a thing we got to get better with. It's not really anything that we're great at, or I'm not saying like we're not great, but it's definitely things we need to get greater at. But yeah, it's a thing we could get greater at for sure. I feel like we're pretty decent.
How would you assess your play in that regard as a pass rusher?
Yeah, same thing.
Satisfied?
Same thing. I feel like I'm improving, never satisfied. It's always work to be done. There's always room to get better, so never satisfied.
DeAndre, how you saw this week, this extra bye week, in terms of getting back on track, having this extra week to prepare for Auburn?
Yeah, it's something that was unexpected, but it was a chance to just get back recovered, get back mentally focused, mentally fresh, and I'm just thankful for it. It allowed me to get my body back right. Some guys got back well, and we're ready to go.
Back to Jimmy.
Andre, every day I scroll the news and see who's playing and who's not, because there's so many games that have been canceled. Do you do the same thing? Do you check to see whether or not you're playing this week or not?
Oh yeah, for sure, man. I was on ESPN checking the news all week, trying to find out what's going on. It's just a day-by-day thing, and that's just the world we're living in right now. So most definitely.
How did it hit you when you found out that Tennessee would not be playing Texas A&M? What was your reaction?
I was disappointed at first. I was looking forward to that game. Guys are motivated to play. Just got to get back fresh, got back recovered. So it was kind of good and bad thing, but it worked out.
David Pascal.
Deandre, given how crazy this entire year has been, in the opening game at South Carolina, obviously you had a lot of production and got the SEC Weekly honor. Does that seem like forever ago?
It does. The season moves so fast, so it does in a way. But it's something that's still there. But I'm not too much into stats. I'm just looking forward to the next game and playing my best each week. So.
And where's kind of your mental clock right now? Because in a normal year, this would be the next to last game of the season. I mean, this is the Saturday before Thanksgiving, and really you guys are about to just kind of hit the second half of your season. So how weird is that? Does it feel like you're deep into a season, or does it feel like a midway point of a season?
Oh man, it's crazy. That the season goes so fast. So yeah, it kind of feels like we're in the middle, but it's crazy to think that we still got 4 more to go. So it's a crazy feeling, but man, we just gotta kick it up a level and just tighten up and get to work.
Vince.
DeAndre, how hard do you think the team as a whole takes losses? How difficult is that on the guys, and does that turn into motivation?
Oh man, the locker room after a loss is never fun. These guys here, they work very hard. They bust their tails each day to get better and to go out there on Saturdays and win. So not winning on Saturday is most definitely a disappointment for everyone in the program. So we take that to heart.
Any other questions for DeAndre? All right, that's it. Thank you, DeAndre.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.